The Tao experience is a 5-day experiencing the islands, the culture, and the people. It starts in one spot, which is a tourist town, and you get dropped off on another tourist town. In between, we offer pretty much what these tourist towns don't have. Experiencing the rawness of the islands, diving into the experience.
It offers travelers a chance to get in, access and experience the islands in their most kind of basic raw form, unmediated by a sort of this idea of a dictated idea of luxury, of a tropical paradise in terms of a hotel or resort that has all the creature comforts of home. A traveler's experience of a place when they deeply connect with the culture and the people from there.
We were just going around seeing what's in this region of more than 700 islands, and we were lucky to form a group. Later on, we decided to get some tourists in the tourist town and then take them into the remote island. And I suppose that's how it started, a small venture of homestay with the islanders. We're looking for a really good captain, and they pointed us to this guy from the village who just lost his job. His boat just being caught at long last because they've been smuggling from Malaysia to the Philippines. They finally got caught. So the captain of this boat is jobless. So we went, I was like, okay, yeah, a pirate for a captain, brilliant.
Nung wala pong nakapang ito.
Sa Malaysia.
Kawil muna,
kawil.
Fishing muna. Kasi bago pag-alisan ko, wala naman ako, dilamita na. Tapos yung dilamita, yung smuggle na, wala naman ako sa parting ko dito eh. Yun, nag-smuggle ako 3 years Malaysia.
So basically, he's a smuggling pirate.
LITO is my Popeye. He is a Popeye. He doesn't take any shit from anybody. No, he's badass. He's been tested out there already. He would probably cross to Malaysia in the roughest seas just to smuggle cigarettes. LITO knows the ocean more than he knows anything else in the world.
Another one is we're looking for someone that knows the island so well, because even though I've been here before and I lived with family here before, it's not the same when you know like a fisherman that can take you around this 500, 700 islands, where the fresh water is, where to hide from typhoons, the villages. We managed to come across Ollie.
Silver one?
You're the best.
Yeah, silver.
He knows the area so well. He can speak the language of the nomad tribe, the Tagbanoa tribe. Ollie is the one that sort of feels the vibe of the village.
You might the best assistant in the world. Our playground is the remote island. We work in there almost 14 years before working the tower when I was 14 years old. I know the whole locals around the remote island already. Then every villages, so I was there because if you are fisherman, you are nomad. So you are just going around. Depends on the wind location and depends on the fish location as well.
meeting these two is also the crucial stage of Tao, where we were just gonna go for an adventure, but then these two introduce us to the communities, introduce us to their way of life, introduce us to the whole culture of this area.
Eddie just has an insatiable appetite for adventure and just heading out there and getting lost and constantly looking for people who want to join him and jump on and tag along for the ride. He manages to gather this group of people that also were sort of looking for something, but not sure quite what.
First trips were really hardcore. We're real pirates then, you know. It will be dark when we reach a safe place, and your briefing to the guests is, okay, dig your own hole, cover your own hole. Don't die on this trip.
From the stories of the communities here, that it sounds like the golden years of fishing is over.
A great analogy for life as a fisherman, and it's like living life in the dark. You don't know what's ahead of you, you don't know what's the side of you, you don't know on this side, you don't know which way to turn, which way is going to be better. It's a really kind of like you throw your line in and you hope that something bites it. Sometimes it does, a lot of the time it doesn't.
We brought in a new economy for them, like families who we live with, and they tell the story of how it's getting hard and hard to feed the family. And when we come and we tell them that we need their homes, or they can cook for us, or they can sell us their coconuts, it's a way of for them to look into other things than fishing.
We built it slowly. We ended up basically partnering with these islanders. So over the years, as our project grew, and we had more and more guests coming through, the relationships with all of the islanders also grew in number, in intensity, and reliability, and in diversity.
At the start of the venture as well, we start looking into what we can contribute to the whole village, and the obvious ones are the schools. When we go into these communities, we make sure that we also provide like anything that like help that we can bring. So we decided to build the school. The local fishermen built it with their skills of the nylon and bamboo, which they use on their boats anyways. And this is how we sort of give them the whole idea that they don't have to rely on materials that comes from the mainland.
Kids, they would paddle to the nearest island with school for 2 hours. And there are a lot of like 3-year-old to like 10-year-old kids who don't go to school because it's far and it's dangerous sometimes because they're just paddling. Now they know more. Now they can sing. They know their ABCs. They know their colors. They know how to write their names. They don't need to paddle 2 hours to learn these things anymore.
If you ask the teacher about school, it's the usual square buildings that the government provides. But I suppose it's much more fun as well. Fun architecture, and yeah, there's a pride there that they build it themselves. For us, we pave the way for responsible tourism. We make sure that each villages, each family that we go to, or it's, benefits from it. Less of development and more into making sure that we spread the whole economy of tourism to the people that lives in this region.